Something's wrong here. I'm gonna have to do a little switcheroo right now. Get the Subi in the garage, get the Honda out of the way, and we're gonna do some work today. That's right, just busted that wicked rhyme. Freestyle right there. Tis the season. Damn Christmas boxes are in the way. They're in my area around here. Need to get out of my area. Looking in my drawers here. Where's the modification drawer? Here you are. Let's see. Ooh. What's this? Little Cobb goodie. Ooh, wait, look at that. Got some zip ties, some nuts and washers and bolts. And then we got some vacuum line here. And what's in here? What is in the bubble wrap? Look at this. Look at this. It's a Cobb EBCS. Cobb Electronic Boost Control Solenoid. So the boost control solenoid is on the agenda for today. We're going to be using the Cobb Electronic Boost Control Solenoid 3-port system. And the reason why I went with Cobb versus Grimspeed is because Cobb actually has an off-the-shelf map that I can use on my access port. So a tune won't be required. I'm just going to reflash the ECU and be on my way. So hopefully everything goes according to plan. We'll see today, and here we go. I wanted to show you guys this badass light that I got not too long ago. Cool little LED panel light. 160 LEDs. Comes with rechargeable batteries or battery packs, and you can put AA's in there if you want it. It's got different filters for different things, you know. Ooh, whoops, just broke it. Different filters, different colors for different applications. Comes with a cool little mount, and we're gonna be using this bad boy or bad girl on my car or anything else I do in the dark or where I need good lighting. So check out the lighting on this. Let me turn this baby on. Another cool thing is you can actually dim it right behind here, all the way bright, a little bit, bam, 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 like that. And it has a cool little battery indicator light as well. Check it out. We can really light this up. Some really good lighting here. 160 LEDs, 160 times the power. Check out this dirty old girl. Dirty old girl. Here's the stock. Whoa. Oops. Too much stuff in this garage. But here's the stock electronic boost control solenoid EBCS. Right there where that blue clip is. We're gonna take out this little cover and expose it and get it out of there. We've got to take off some vacuum lines as well. But the cool thing is they do give you plenty of extra vacuum tubing or piping or whatever you want to say. So that's gonna be awesome. So that really helps out. Thank you, Cobb tuning. Is that too bright? I don't know if it's too bright. I need to get a stand for this though. Let's get started. Anybody looking? Nope. So before I get started, I'm going to mount this LED onto my tripod here so I don't have to move it around and stuff. Hopefully the tripod will be able to light up the area and the LED works just as according to plan and exactly why I ordered it. We're going to test it out today. Cool, I just mounted my light on the tripod here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Move it around how you want it. Different angles and all that good stuff, like I say in all the other videos I make. Gotta get this baby out. Let's go. Alright, so the first thing I'm doing is taking my 10mm socket here, and I need to take off this bracket to loosen up this bad girl so we can get to that boost control solenoid. The 10mm out. Gonna be one more on this side. See if I can get to this extension. Remember what you're doing, so you can put the stuff back just how it was taken off, you know what I'm saying? That's usually my mistake. Put stuff back the way it didn't go, and then you screw something up. There we go, that's what's mounting that boost control solenoid on there. Got that, looks like another 10mm. Break it loose. Take it out with your fingers, there we go. Alright, so the solenoid is free now. We just need to disconnect some vacuum tubing and this clip here. Get this clip out, all you gotta do is push down on the top. It'll release the little lip there. You can kind of take it out of the little bracket too to get a better hand on it. So I just push down on the top to release this little lip in there, and it'll come off that little nip there. So we're gonna mount this bad girl behind this bracket here. It's kind of gonna sit at a weird angle. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be mounted like that. hole there and then a hole there. It's a little awkward. I don't know if this is the way to do it, but this is the way that I think you can do it, so that's what I'm gonna do. We got some supplied washers, nut, bolt, and we're gonna mount this thing up now. I don't know if you can see me doing what I'm doing, but what I'm doing is putting on the washer on the back side now. So what I ended up doing was putting the nut through the other side, so I have better access to the washer on this side and the nut that goes on this side. It was just a little too crammed going the other way. Just gonna leave it loose because I know I'm gonna have to wiggle it to get anywhere close to getting the other one in on the bottom side. Just gonna bring the wire up like that. Remember, this is how I'm doing it. You can consult your own professional help. So don't be talking shit if I do it the wrong way. Oh, okay, okay. Cool, cool. So this is the angle it's gonna be at. I'm gonna slide the other nut and bolt in there. Gonna be on our way. Alright, so we got both the sides mounted up here, the nut and bolt through there. Crush washer on this side, regular washer against the nut on the other side. Alright, let's go and feed some tubing in, rip some out. Now I gotta fish out all that other vacuum line that I have in here from the stock solenoid here. I haven't taken it off yet because I wanted to be sure that I knew where all the wires were all ran and make sure it's, you know, back to factory specs as far as the plumbing of the pipes. We're gonna take off the boost control solenoid there, run it all the way to here. That's gonna be connected to the rubber nipple housing over there, and amongst other things. Alright guys, here we go. Put you guys on my head because my other GoPro died and it has the external backpack and I can only charge that when it's in the GoPro. So hence why you're on my head. So we're gonna go for a ride. So where were we? We were going to fish out the old vacuum lines from the old EBCS. There we go. Alright, we're gonna leave it there. Oh, let's pull this off the turbo inlet. Just like so. Pretty sure we're gonna be reusing this little adapter. So we'll just put that right back on. So we really don't have to disconnect this. We can just slide it in and out. Okay, and then we're gonna go to there's a little nipple on the turbo housing here. You can see that right around here, and there's a T connector as well. So what we're gonna need to do is back this off the nipple here, the wastegate housing. So it looks like a little clamp. I'm gonna go grab some needle nose. World's longest needle nose. So here's the little clamp we need to take off. Could probably use a screwdriver as well, but I'm just kind of clamping it on there, gently pushing back and wiggling. Okay, there we go, off the turbo housing. You can see the nice original color under there, what it used to look like, all nice and shiny. Now it's all corroded and shit. Well, isn't that fantastic? My light just died on me. My new light just died on me. What? Come on, give me a break. Everything's dying on me. I do have a replacement battery, so we'll see how long this lasts. Well, I'm definitely gonna need some pliers or some snips to cut the turbo line. Turbo line, that's what I like to call it. Get a pair of snips so you can cut it to size. Turbo hose, look at the turbo hose. Cobb stamped on there. Wow, must be expensive. Well, I'm not sure when I stopped recording, but I'm recording now, so that's all that counts. So what I'm doing now is running the new tubing that I got, this new vacuum line, from the turbo inlet housing, the turbo inlet nipple, all the way back to the boost control solenoid, and I'm going to be connecting that to port 1 on there, which is going to be on the back left side, like I just connected there. That's port 1, and it has 1, 2, and 3 engraved on there, so it makes it easier for you. So I'm going to feed this wire, loop it around, come back, and then connect it here, cut it to size, and then connect it right there. I'm definitely going to go in between here, kind of secure the wires a little better for you. Feed this all the way in. You want to be sure there's no kinks in the tubing as well, because that'll just create some poor flow. Come under that. Let's go under this. Just make it as straight and as neat as possible. It's going to clamp in there. Snap in there, and then we're going to cut it to size so it fits perfectly. Alright, hopefully that works. Nope, turning back now. And then we're gonna go back and put zip ties on all these at the very end. Alright, we got 1 out of the 3 done. So next we are going to locate the wastegate nipple, which is part of this T connector over here. It's part of this T connector. This is the wastegate nipple here. We already backed off the piping, the vacuum tubing there. So we are going to pretty much get rid of this little T connection, and then we're going to have to back it off of the compressor housing down there as well. So I think I'm going to wiggle that off real quick, just get the old tubing out because I pretty much know where it's going now. So we're going to back off this compressor housing nipple here. And there is a clamp down there, so it looks like I'm going to have to... The part where you want to clamp it to loosen it off is pretty much hidden on the underside. There we go. I think we're gonna have to reuse that thing, because that thing is busted, yo. Thing has seen better days, yo. I'm gonna grab it and then rip it down. There we go. Got a little piece. Got a little piece of it. A little piece of the action. Piece of the pie. What if I just move this clip down? Ha! Look how smart I am. Only took 10 minutes. Only took 10 minutes to figure that out. There we go. Finally. Man, that thing was a little stubborn getting off there. You can see I kind of destroyed the tubing there, but we're not using that anyway, so no tripping on that. Clean it off a little bit. Alright, here we go. We're moving on. Alright, so this light is in my way anywhere I look. Alright, here we go. Wastegate nipple. Boom. Going into port 2. So let's locate port 2 on our solenoid here. Port 2, yeah, it's complete opposite of port 1. So just know that port 3 is the middle connector. Alright, so let's do this. Let's do this right on, buddy. Gonna connect it here. And you can see that I'm routing it under. I'm going under the bracket. Again, this is the way I'm doing it, but if you find a better way, be my guest. Be my guest and continue it the better way. So we're gonna feed it all the way in before cutting anything, because we don't want to screw that up, do we? Give this a snip. I'm going a little longer than probably I should be, but I want to give me some excess slack just in case I screw something up and I need a little bit more. I'm gonna wiggle that on. Make sure it's really tight and snug. We're gonna go back and use their zip ties that they supplied. Now we can back this old wire out. Boom, our old solenoid is free. Set this aside, or better yet, throw it away, or put it on eBay. Alright, so we got this little bit of tubing left. There's only one more port to put it, so can't really mess this up. It's gonna go back on the wastegate nipple. Or I'm sorry, compressor housing nipple. Alright, why not? Why not? Let's try to route it the other way. Let's just route it backwards for this one, just to see. Just to test it out and see which way is the best way. A lot of freaking, there's so much vacuum, so much plumbing in the Subaru. Crazy. And imagine if I had an air oil separator as well. That's even more tubes, even more pipes, even more stuff to go wrong, more stuff in your way. Let's see, I'm trying to route this as neatly as I can. Alright, got it connected there. See how the kinky action is here. It's gonna be like that. Connected there, perfect. Clearance is good. No kinks. No kinky kinks. I'm gonna feed this under. Oh, there it goes. Man. I know they were partially charged from the factory, wherever it came from. So I'll give you a break. And compressor housing is right there. Compressor housing nipple, we're gonna cut it to size. I'm gonna slide it on there. Get my little snippies. So now we gotta feed it onto this nipple here. The compressor housing nipple. I don't know why I want to just have an accent all of a sudden, but that's what's happening. Alright, this is gonna be a little tough, I think. I saved the best for last. The best for last, son. And you rat bastard fuckface. Excuse my language. Sometimes I get a little crazy on under the car, you know what I'm saying? Get a little crazy under the car. Alright, let's do this. Let's fucking do this. I got shit to do. Just be sure not to pierce any of these vacuum lines, because then they got a boost leak, baby. And that's not good. Boost leak is no good. Alright, so the needle nose pliers did work out. Did have some luck getting it on there. I'm just gonna gently wiggle it a little further on so we don't get any slippage and sliding offage. Not sure how I'm gonna get a supplied zip tie up on there, because those people are crazy and they say that you can put a zip tie on here. It's on there pretty good, I'd say. Pretty good. And then we're gonna use zip ties as well. Ooh, it's gonna be good. Come back to this side and see what we're working with here. Haven't plugged it in yet. Haven't slung it down yet either. They're a little mental, that Cobb tuning. A little mental, man. How are you supposed to get the damn zip ties on there? Fittings are pretty damn good on there. Pretty secure fit, but if I do have any signs of boost leaks, I will go back and put zip ties on the connections. Possibly, I think I might put one on here. I can attempt to put one on there, let's just say that. Okay, so let's do this. Kind of give it a little bend already, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bend to go with the flow there. Now, don't drop this. This might be impossible to get out. Of course, you can't see what you're doing. Damn Subaru problems. I got it. Bend it like that. That way I can put it right under and then bam, tighten it up. Oh, come on, work with me, gravity. Come on, gravity. Oh, I can't get my fat fingers in there. Of course, you can't fucking put a zip tie. Are you kidding me? You can't put a fucking zip tie. I'd be better off with a big zip tie. That's for damn sure. This is the coordination test, if I've ever taken one. This is the test to take. This is a fucking nightmare, I tell you. If you ever tried this, if you're gonna do this for yourself, forget about it. Forget about it. It ain't working. Fuck everybody! Damn vacuum hose tubing never had these to begin with. Why the fuck do they need them now? They don't. It's just to piss you off. That's what it's for. Just to piss you off. So we are good to go. This thing is delicious. There's at least a ½ inch on there. Maybe even an inch of tubing onto the nipple. So I'm not going to trip on that. Same with this. This is well secured. So the last thing to do is plug that in. Kind of snug down our solenoid and get it mounted back up. So let's do that. Remember, it's going to be 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter. And it might be nearly impossible to get in there. So start small. Gonna put a wrench on this side, go in with my ratchet on the other side. Give it a nice snug. Just snug, don't go crazy on it, don't go crazy. Move back a step. Oh, actually, never mind. It's like, wait, I got a bolt missing here. But let's be honest, he's gonna be the one, this is the one that came out of the base control solenoid to begin with. So that's just junk. Snuggity snug. Snuggity snug. Cool, cool. Let's go ahead and plug this girl in. Just like so. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, I think we're pretty much done under the hood. Under the hood we are done. We're gonna go on ahead and we gotta reflash the ECU with the EBCS map from Cobb. Hopefully it works. Oh crap. You know what I did? I did do it. I did it indeed. I totally forgot to reattach that ground wire there. The shame is on me. The shame is on me. Might get copyrighted for that song. I sing it so well. Alright, that is it right there. We are all snug, ready to go. Just a quick double check here. Double check, double check. Looking good, looking good. Just grab all of our old stuff. Pieces we didn't use. Zip ties we didn't use. This pretty much wraps up everything under the hood. We got in the car. Look at this cool headlamp I have. Ooh, that's awesome. Go on ahead and plug in our access port. We're going to go to tune. Change map. We're going to do permanently flash that remains. ECU loses power. Reflash. Gonna do the, Jesus Christ, there's a bunch. Put that seatbelt on just to shut this up. We're going down, 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 stage 2. No, ECN 91, no. No, no, no. EBCS, stage 2. EBCS, electronic boost control solenoid, version 310. All the stuff you'll need to run this map. Everything is good. Okay. Alright, now we gotta go back. We need to connect our test mode connectors, which are under here. If you can see them, they're green. I'm gonna connect them. Sometimes I do it without even looking. Now it says flashing data, so now we wait. Alrighty then, looks like it just finished up. We're gonna disconnect the test mode connectors now. It would be nice if they put these damn connectors in another area, like in the glove box or something. Somewhere where you can actually reach them. Get to them without struggling. Without having to struggle to get under here. When you do it enough, you pretty much are pretty good at it. Do it without looking. Disconnect, okay. Ignition key, turn it to the opposition, and you are done. Now it's always fun, because you never know how your car is going to react. You never know how it's going to react when you start it up after reflashing the map. Usually it's pretty rough, because the whole ECU has to relearn everything. We'll see what happens right now when I try to start this thing up. See how rough it is. Idle sounds normal. Usually it would bog down a little bit from when I've switched the map before in the past, and that's what usually happens, but so far so good. Everything seems to be like a normal startup, a normal cold start. And you can see my check engine light is on. All of my secondary air injection system, pump and valves and all that whole system doesn't work. So what I do is I go in my stage 2 map and I pretty much disable all those check engine lights. So it's just all the secondary air injection pump nonsense that you don't even need. It's just for emissions. So I'll go back in there and I'll show you actually an access tuner how to disable certain parameters and stuff. So you can get rid of that check engine light and that cruise control. So my car is pretty much in limp mode right now. So I actually forgot to do that. I'm gonna have to go back and show you how it's done. Hey guys, it's me again. It's actually days later and I'm just getting around to showing you how to disable the check engine light. I'm gonna show you how to uncheck all the boxes for the secondary air injection system for the Subarus. And this is what I do. I gotta open up Access Tuner right now. Now this program used to be free off of the Cobb website, but recently, I think in May of this year, they did some changing around, and I don't think it's any longer free. I think it's like $149 now, but thankfully I downloaded it back when it was free, so if you don't have it, you might have to fork out a little bit of cash to do this, but thankfully I actually recovered this old program off of this dead laptop here. I had to pull the hard drive off, get the program file, download it onto my USB flash drive, and thankfully I still have the program. Everything's good to go. So I just opened up Access Tuner here, and you can see on my desktop I have both of my maps, ACN 91 stage 2 and then the EBCS ACN 91 map. So what you're going to want to do is find these maps. You want to load it into Access Tuner. So File, Load Map, and these are free maps off of the Cobb website, FYI. Now let's go get it. It's on the desktop. I actually already labeled this one as Stage 2 EBCS ACN 91 version 310, no codes, because I went through and already unchecked all the little boxes. Open. Cool, let's advance this page here. Okay, so we loaded the map. It doesn't really show anything on here, but it will show up here at the top what map you just loaded on. So we're gonna go to Edit, Advanced Parameters. And all of these, there's a couple pages of these all the way. And all these little codes, those are all check engine light codes here. So you can see all the boxes that are checked, which means that it will register when something goes wrong with any of this stuff. But if you come over to a couple pages over, it starts at P0410, and we're going to start at P0410 where it says secondary air injection system, all the way down. This was already unchecked here. I don't know if that was already normal on the EBCS map or not, so I just left that the same. So I just went through and uncheck all of these, bam, 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 bam. Of course I've already done that, and then they're going to toggle over a little bit more. These are all check engine codes, so be careful what you uncheck, because if something is going wrong with your car, the check engine light will not come on and you might blow something up. So pretty much keep going quite a bit more, and then right here some more secondary air injection system information. For some reason I didn't, or where I got this information from originally, I think it was on a forum, they didn't have me uncheck a couple of these secondary air injection system codes. I'm not sure why, but my check engine light is off, so I just kept it the same. So it starts at P2431 all the way down to P2433, skips P2440, and then 441 uncheck, and then there's going to be one more at the very end, which is P2444 secondary air, blah blah blah. So uncheck that, you're going to do OK, and then save your map and pretty much plug in your access port, reload it. So that's pretty much it. So after you do all your adjustments in Access Tuner, you're going to open up access port, load the map you just adjusted, and then reflash it on your car, and the check engine light should be off. That's how I do it. That's how I get around not having that whole system work, and it's been working for me, no problem. If you guys had no idea you can do this type of stuff on the Access Tuner Race software, it's basically the least advanced you can get on the software. That's all I use it for. I know you can full on tune your car if you want it on there, but I don't know what the heck I'm doing, so I'm just gonna stick to the unchecking the boxes. That's good enough for me. So I already reflashed my car with that map with all the check engine lights disabled, so we're good to go. Car's not in lit mode anymore. It's boosting just normal at 15, no boost spikes, no crazy overboosting. That's one of the things I read on that map, is you will overboost, you need to tune, and I haven't come across any of those issues yet. So I feel pretty safe with the tune I'm on now, off the shelf map. So I know you can definitely get a greater benefit if you do a pro tune. I mean, the EBCS really isn't even required for my modifications. It's more of down the road when you want to go bigger turbo, injectors, intercooler, push more power, so your tuner has the advantage. It's mainly for down the road, and you want to do bigger things, but I just did the mod now, and I have noticed a difference with this EBCS installed. Seems like my boost is there quicker. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to do or not, but it definitely feels like it's less sluggish. There's not as much boost lag, or I don't even know if my stock system was working properly, but I definitely feel a difference. I don't know if it's all up in here or what, but I'm going with that, and I'm liking the results, so it's worth it in my opinion. So that's the EBCS install. That's how you reflash your map. That's how you do it safely, so you don't screw anything up. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you on the next video. Later. So thanks for watching, and I hope it'll help you out when it's your turn to install your own EBCS on your car and retune it and all that good stuff, and you'll be one step closer to more power and just being that more modded in the world of the tuner cars.